Sit back and enjoy your snacks while we keep it real, yeah!
What's going on, realist? It's your man Trey.
It's your girl Tasha.
We're married to the real way it's always kept 100% real. 13 Reasons Why, Season 2, Episode 13.
Bye.
Man, this is the season finale. This is the season
I don't even want to
finale.
watch this episode. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all.
Man.
It's getting real bit. I don't want to see this shit. I don't want to do no sorrowful goodbyes. Unless they throwing Bryce's ass under the jail, that's the only thing I want to see.
Then he go threaten that girl in front of people? Man.
Right.
Well, let's not hold it.
Sheriff, you ain't hear that?
Like, did you hear? Did you hear me threaten me?
I didn't think they was coming to arrest Justin ass though. I definitely ain't.
I figured that's what it was.
I just thought, like he was gonna have to go through the fact that them putting him on trial, like, oh, your mama junkie, like all that kind of stuff. I didn't know they was
He
gonna
witnessed
arrest him,
it.
though.
Didn't call the proper authorities. So it kind of makes him an accessory.
So, bro, all them supposed to be in jail.
Oh, yeah. We gonna get to that. Let's see what happens on the season finale of 13 Reasons Why. Y'all hold your nuts. Hold your teeth, bro. Netflix, the future of movies and television.
Like Justin now.
Oh, shit.
Sexual assault and drug abuse.
Hey, heed that warning, y'all. Breaking.
It truly hurts me to think that my actions have caused anyone emotional distress. When I think of the pain that I may have caused, I feel awful. Every day I wish that I could go back in time.
Are they doing this? Oh, I know what they doing right now.
A certain culture of partying and hookups, and many of us never questioned it. But it is time to question it, and I know that I need to be the one to set an example. I'm trying every day to be a better man, to be the man that my parents raised me to be.
Your mama know you a whole
and to be a positive influence of Liberty High.
And he walked out of the room, and then I remember waking up to you pulling off my underwear. I remember feeling you push yourself inside of me. I may not remember all of the details, but I will never forget the sheer terror of feeling your weight on top of me, of not being able to breathe. And I was afraid. I wanted to slow down, but he told me not to be a tease. And he pushed me down on the couch and said he was glad I waited for him. And then he pulled off my jeans and then my underwear.
And he said that if I showed my
Is
body,
this like for real or?
people wouldn't think I was a lesbian. He used a different word, and then he grabbed me on the inside of my thigh.
At that moment, we were left alone, and
wow.
he picked me up. He just picked me up.
They're showing that this
And
could
carried
be
me
any
to the
woman
fence.
at any time.
And he lay down on top of me and started to take my pants off. Your Honor, when we leave this courtroom, Bryce Walker gets to leave, convinced that he chose the wrong girl to have sex with. I get to leave, constantly looking over my shoulder for monsters dressed up as the popular kid. Constantly on edge and assuming the worst in every boy. The sentence you decide to make can tell Bryce Walker what he did was wrong. It can say that to every boy, every man who behaves like he does. And it can say to victims like me that our story matters.
Minimum probation. Watch.
I expect you to mark the straight and narrow, young man. I'm sentencing you to 3 months probation.
Told you!
So,
Bro, 3 months. That's it.
3 months probation?
that's all.
He trash. He probably know they ass. I guarantee your dad know him. That's alright. He gonna catch a bullet though. I bet you that. He ain't gonna make it 3 months.
Talk to me about the sex doll that was found in Miss Davis's home. Or the dead rat that was inside Mr. Dempsey's locker.
He looking like him to be
The
doing it.
vandalism to Mr. Medina's car. This is bullshit. What about the shooting range target you sent to my son?
Ooh.
I didn't do any of that.
They'll only release him to a guardian, and the judge won't move on it. We filed emergency papers, but it's a 24-hour minimum.
I'll take the position of hurting the Ozas. Do you want to start on the order for the school?
We're asking for a court order to force the school to protect you, to keep him away from you.
Thank you.
Mom's your firm. I mean, are they cool with this?
I've left the firm to work with Dennis on cases like this.
Damn.
Oh, that's cool.
Who got the pictures? I still want to know who got the fucking pictures.
Coach said that we're locked till the end of the year.
Transferring to Hillcrest.
Oh, you just finna go do this shit at another school.
Grades for that?
Not exactly.
Private schools need fields too, I guess.
Yeah. And uniforms, all that shit. Speaking of which, got all of my credits transferred, so I'll be going in as a junior.
He finna do this shit
This fall.
all over again.
Life is divided into Hannah.
This my song. They wrong for this. I can't do this right now. They better not do this.
That was from my life.
See, I can't. This song is sad.
Wow.
And we have an urge to remember. To commemorate
I like
the
that because a semicolon means something comes after.
Hold on to this as long as we can.
You hear me?
I was afraid of
That was thoughtful.
is forgetting you.
Edda.
The thing I'm thinking most afraid of is I'll never be able to let you go. To Hannah.
One act does not define life.
Damn it.
We celebrate the richness
Look at Alex.
of her life.
I know, right?
Even as the tragic circumstances of
I
her
wish
death
Jessica
cannot
be
be
there.
forgotten.
Oh, maybe he is because they fast forward.
It does my heart good to see so many of Hannah's friends here today. Hannah had the biggest heart, which she so generously shared with all of us. So please be kind to each other.
I miss you. I hope that wherever you go next,
I love how they shooting this. Oh
you
my
feel
god.
peace. You feel safe. In a way you never did here. Wherever you go next, I hope you know that I love you.
The way they shot that was beautiful.
Meet me and
They
my
gonna
parents.
adapt. They gonna adapt him.
We want to see if you might want them to adopt you.
I knew it. He probably.
What?
You need them, fam, and they need you. Just go ahead.
In our family.
You mean like I'd be a brother?
Well, I'm not familiar with the lingo, but
Wait, why are you asking me and not them?
He crying. Clay like,
Shut the fuck up, man. Yeah.
You know I'm like really fucked up, right?
well, A, yes, but you're clean, good meetings. And B, I'm also fucked up in certain ways. So,
yes, Korean show for life.
Yeah, you fucked up a lot of shit.
Look how he's standing.
I'm sorry about everything.
See, he trying to be.
If I hurt you anyway. They canceled the fucking season.
He trying. This
for
finna piss me
A lot
off.
of anger and confusion. I'm going to do better. Okay, I hope that we can learn to help each other.
Oh!
That's so nasty.
Oh!
I can't watch this.
We gonna need to smoke something.
They all
Can I get a little weed? Where the weed at?
This is finna be another on my block, and I'm finna be so hurt. Please. They all having so much fun. The bitch that did the shit don't even look like he there. That's the shit that's pissing me off. He's not even there. I don't see no Josh. None of the baseball people. I don't see none of them. Shit. God damn it. Come on.
Damn.
They all on the floor together like, come on. Shit. I can't do this right now. It's too much.
We can't let him do this. We have to stop him. No, get the fuck out of here. We need to call cops. His life is over. His life is over either way.
They finna try to stop him?
Tyler doesn't want to die. No, he doesn't.
Where's Tony?
What's going on, guys? Have you seen Jess?
The next time someone is in desperate need.
I don't know, fam. He locked and loaded. I don't know if y'all can stop that.
What do we do?
Just find Jessica. Get everyone you can. Lock the doors. Stay inside.
Oh shit!
I've been
With a butt stop? Oh, that bitch is moving.
How many bullets there?
That's M16. That's 20 bullets. With a butt stock on it.
What that mean?
That means it's gonna move faster. Opposed to the
Just 20, it seems like y'all more than that.
No, I do know because I hurt you. And I'm pissed off. And I didn't realize how bad it was for you. And I'm sorry that I didn't. Hey, go back inside. Jesus, Clay. You go inside. Get out of my fucking way. Please.
This is too much.
Don't do it. I have to. You don't have to. You can turn around. You can go home.
Who called the police?
Hey, listen, you don't get out of this alive. And I don't want you to die.
Ooh, Lord, please, Clay.
Figure it out.
Please get away from in front of the gun, Clay, before his finger gets itchy.
I swear.
For real.
Clay, put the gun down. He need to put that down.
Are you okay?
Clay.
This is fucked up, right?
The police are coming, and Clay fucking got this gun. Put that shit back in that boy's trunk and wipe the fucking... Bruh, this too much. They had this boy collect all these guns just for him to get away, and Clay finna take the fall.
Wow.
Bro, you know what kind of person you gotta be to stand in front of a loaded gun?
For finding crisis resources, visit 13reasonswhy.info.
When I say I've watched many shows in my life, I have never seen them do a scene like this, where they force a young boy and use a mop. I have never seen a show where they take it there. They give you the warning, and the warning is still not enough. Like, to push a barrier that far to show that they're trying to break ground, to show you that the world is a fucked up place and people hurt so bad and you don't even know it. Netflix has broken the fucking mold, baby. When I say there is nothing like Netflix. Period. When it comes to original shows, Netflix done took the fucking cake. Because they can do whatever they want on their site. And this show is beyond what I thought it could be. It took it to it started off it started off at fucking 10. That bitch went from 10 to 100. from 100 to 1,000, 1,000 to a fucking infinity. Like, where are they gonna go next season? You got another season. Clay just stood in front of an M16 with a butt stop. Like, you put that bitch on 3-round burst, that bitch, I know.
Y'all,
That
this
bitch,
show
god damn.
was emotionally exhausting. Like, it's fictional, like I get they wrote a book, but at the same time, even though you watching a fictional show, it's happening to somebody for real somewhere. And it's some kid that can't talk to nobody, or that don't have friends, or that's being bullied, or a girl that's being assaulted, but don't have nobody to open up to, and feeling like what Hannah did was the only reason or the only thing they got left, or feeling like they want to do what Tyler's doing because they don't have no other options. But like, this shit is just, it's emotional because like, we have kids. Last thing I want is for my child to be going through some stuff like these kids and feeling like they can't talk to me about it. Like, I don't want anybody's child or any kid to have to go through that kind of stuff, but it happens.
And I hear people be saying, oh, well, you know what I'm saying, you gotta have tough skin. Everybody's not built the same.
Right, and it's not about tough skin. People shouldn't just be assholes sometimes. Like, if you have to be an asshole in a certain situation, cool. But the shit that they're doing on here, that's beyond. Like, all that bullying. Like, that boy literally pushed that boy's head into a mirror, cracked his head on the sink, and put his head in the toilet. He could have killed him on 3 different occasions. And he could have killed him when he cracked his head on the sink. That could have been, you know, his brain. Yeah, like that. When he put his head in the toilet, he could have left him there too long. He could have drowned in toilet water. When he took the stick and did what he did, that could have been, he could have died from shock. Like, or he still could die from complications from that later. Like, you never know. That's too much. That boy, yes, he deserves some kind of punishment. I don't want to see anybody die. Because that same boy that's hurting somebody is also hurting at home. His dad is beating him. That's why he has a broken arm. But it's like, at what point do we hold people accountable for the things they do? At that age, you know right from wrong. You don't do shit like that. Why you want to hurt somebody because you being hurt? If anything, that should make you more compassionate to not hurt somebody else.
Like, that should make you want to stand up to bullies, not be a bully.
Like, this shit makes me so mad. Like, I be so triggered because, like, seeing Hannah mom go through that, I can't do that. Like, I can't fathom my child doing something like that and me having to deal with it because of something somebody did at their school. I would be on the news because y'all motherfucking kids gonna deal with that. Fuck some tapes. Fuck some going to court and lining some depositions and all. Y'all can all line up and we gonna all go through some shit real quick. And it's sad because then it's like you got her mama at the last minute. She had reasons why not. And they didn't outweigh the reasons why. And that's why she took her life. Like, that's so sad. She had 11 reasons why she shouldn't have and 13 why she should. And it's just like, you just wish you would have talked to somebody or did just something different. Or you wish you would have been Jessica and had the courage to testify in court or something. I don't know. I just felt like she couldn't talk to her parents because of what happened earlier that day with the money. Like, if it wasn't for that, I feel like maybe she would have been able to talk to them. I don't know. But life has a tendency to do that. Like, when one bad thing happens, it's like it keeps building.
Trust me, y'all. We've been kids. We've seen it. It's happened to us. And this shit sucks. Like, y'all, during high school, motherfuckers were on my case every day. People didn't believe me. People thought I was just acting. Now, I'm telling motherfuckers, like, this shit is happening. People are bullies. But then when I start defending myself,
then you the issue.
I was the issue. Ask Tasha, wasn't I the issue? Yeah. I was the nice guy. But then I got to the point where I got fed up and I started fighting back. The anger inside of me was so big. People that was 6'3", 220 pounds. I'm standing there a good solid 5'3", 25 pounds, 35 pounds, soaking wet. And I was dominating them. And then it was like, you should know better.
Okay. No, they should know better.
No, that's what it was, y'all. I should know better. I should have known better because of the way I was raised. My parents, I was like, at that point, I didn't give a fuck, and I let it be known. I don't care. He know better now. I was snapping
And like
motherfuckers
my
up.
whole thing is with I hate that like when you're that age, like when you're in high school, it shouldn't be a blame. Oh, where your parents at, or your parents this or your parents that, because I can teach my kids everything that they should know for life. It's up to them to use that. You can come from a nice home where you're not being abused. Your parents that just like Tyler, his parents were there. Like he seemed like he had nice parents, like
Yeah.
Tyler's parents. But look at at what he did though. Instead of talking to them, it's up to that child to feel like they can talk. His parents were there. He never acted out before, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just people do what they do. Like that's just whatever. I just hate that a child has to feel like that's the route they have to go, suicide or murdering people. Like it should never come to that. And ain't no bitch gonna tell me that a school ain't noticing shit going wrong like that.
Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all this. I don't give a fuck if you're a teacher or not. If you're a teacher, you see it. Because you see it because you're an adult and people think you don't see anything. Don't play that game with me. I'm an adult. My kids do shit, think I don't see them. I see all the time. I might not say nothing, but if you see a kid being bullied, you should have the audacity as an adult. You should have the balls to say, hey, sit your ass down. I don't give a damn if you're on a football team, basketball team. Hey, didn't you just fail my test? Like, embarrass that kid. Because first of all, hold up, you trying to embarrass this kid. He passed my test. Didn't you just fail? Matter of fact, I'm going to the coach so you can't play.
The sucky part is though, it's deeper than that, being a kid in school, because you can do everything right and still get picked on. Somebody can correct that kid and they still can try to find you when nobody's around, or you know what I'm saying, or people gonna feel like you snitching or whatever. It's hard, I get it. It is. But it should be some kind of system in place or some kind of options to where you don't feel like that's the extreme. Like that, it should never be that extreme to where you feel like you gotta bring a gun or a knife to school or you gotta commit suicide. Like I don't want that for people. And like I know some people aren't religious, like it's things that people deal with in life that make them turn away from God or whatever. I'm not an overly religious person, but I do believe in God and that everything happens for a reason, even though it's bad. I feel like everything has a purpose. Like they say in the Bible, like God doesn't give you more than you can bear or whatever. Like that's the phrase that most religious people use. Even though you may not see it as a situation you could come out of, it could be a situation where maybe God felt like you were strong enough to handle that and get out of that situation so you can help somebody else.
Yeah.
And it's just you have to see the goodness in stuff when there is none. Light always outweighs the darkness. And like Hannah's mama said in one episode, it takes more courage to deal with the shit that you're going through than take that easier way out.
And people be like, man, you know what?
If you need help, if you need somebody to talk to, if you feel like you just so depressed to where you just can't go on, reach out to somebody, please.
It's a lot of
you may not be able to talk
there.
to a person you think is your friend. You may not be able to talk to your family members. Talk to a stranger. Sometimes it's easier to talk to somebody that doesn't know you, but you'll still feel better after you get all that off your chest.
Hey, send us some emails. I got time to spend. I can make time for you. I don't hold no judgment. We human. Nobody is perfect. We all have flaws. We all make mistakes. Nobody's better than anybody.
Even girls that get assaulted, you may not want to tell anybody like in open court like Jessica did or whatever. I mean, you can file restraining orders on people, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that, just so people can stay away from you, whatever you got to do to feel safer and be okay, but don't take it out like that, you know what I'm saying, because you feel like, oh, well, I got to see this person every day because don't nobody know what they did or whatever. Like, just find another way.
Yeah.
And I hate that people have to be so mean and vindictive and, you know, abusive and all that kind of stuff, but, like,
those are the weak people.
It's worth it to take the extra time to care about somebody besides yourself. It's worth it. Like, nobody knows how much they're needed until they're not here anymore. You don't know the mess you leave behind when you
the
leave
hole
somebody.
you leave in people's lives. Like, because you do. You leave holes in people's lives. You think nobody cares. Bullshit. I'm telling you, it's some girl, some guy out there that just sees you. And they're like, man, they might not have the courage to talk to you. And I'm
Even
telling
your
you,
parents, you may love your parents, but just feel like you being a burden. Like, don't do that though, because look at Hannah's parents, what they were going through while she was alive. You know, they was trying to make ends meet and running the store, but look at how their lives are affected. It's even worse now that she gone. Like, it didn't get better. It got worse. They had to sell the store. Her mom and dad separated. You know, like all of that kind of stuff. It didn't get better just because she left. So like, never feel like that. Ooh, I could talk about this for days, y'all.
Yeah.
Like, this show is just. I care about y'all. Like, y'all are our secondary family. Like, we wouldn't be where we are now without you guys. And if anybody out there is hurting, if you have to reach out for real advice and you want to be anonymous, if you have to call the 13 reasons why.info and get you a number to call or whatever, like, I'll put some numbers in the description for this video. Just reach out. Because the last thing I want to hear is that somebody I'm used to seeing in the comments or in Discord, like, they not around no more. Like, I don't want to have to hear something like that. I'm about to cry, y'all. I gotta go.
listen, y'all. We did enjoy watching this show, but take a moment to be serious. This is a real issue, and it needs to be addressed. I'm glad Netflix made this show. Good for you, Netflix.
I'm glad they made Clay, because that boy risked his life to save his
Everybody in
classmates
that school
who did not deserve to be saved.
exactly.
But he did anyway. So sometimes
And it wasn't
you
even
just
about
gotta
it wasn't even about the kids. It was about Tyler. It was
Right.
about saving him because he was finna fuck up his life.
Because you already know if the police would have came on the scene, he wasn't walking away. It wasn't going to be no jail time. He probably was going to either end up taking his own life or they was going to end up shooting him. Because he looked like he wasn't going to stop when he started. Y'all saw all that stuff he had? He wasn't going to stop. But like this, we as a human race have to do better. Period. Period. Sometimes you just have to be the bigger person and put your differences aside and smile and walk away. Sometimes you just have to do that.
Hey.
When most times when people beat you down and do shit, it's because they suffering. Sometimes you just have to walk away. Because
I do what I do when I got to the point where I was just smiling at people. Like, okay. Because I knew they couldn't harm me. I knew they couldn't beat me. I knew they couldn't do anything to me. I was like, you're nothing. You want to act out. You want to be tough. And like I used to tell people a lot, I was like, you want to be tough. You want to make it loud. You want to be seen in front of all these people. You can't beat me. I remember this well. I'm going to tell y'all about this, and we going to get up out of here. My so-called friends set me up, right? So they called me over their house to talk shit about a guy. When you feel in your mind that something's off, always follow your first mind. So they were talking shit about the dude. I never said nothing about the dude. I got ready to leave. He come out the house. This was back years before people started recording with their cell phone. Let me put it this way. Cell phones didn't have cameras then.
they did, but wasn't nobody recorded.
Yeah, they recorded it on a VHS tape. Sure enough, he came out the house trying to fight me. I walked the dog on him. I left. See what I'm saying? You wanted to fight me so bad that my so-called friends, everybody is not your friend. Watch yourself. Be careful.
When people do shady shit, they not your friend.
And to this day, I don't talk to them. Period.
Why folk? I know that's country, but why folk?
Learn who your friends are. Learn who you can trust. Clay is a guy I wish was my friend.
Right.
Back
Clay,
then.
a Tony.
You know what I mean? Get you some Clays and you some Tonys.
Right.
Cause soon as Tony heard that song, he's like, "Oh shit!"
Right. He went looking for him. They all cried.
They knew. Tony
even get
knew.
you a Zach and an Alex. Like people do fucked up shit. People not perfect, but it matters with the big things. The big things matter.
I can see Zach's situation. You know what I mean? I can understand Zach. You know, everybody's not strong. Like some people are cowards, and that's okay. Once he realized what he was, he admitted it. And you grow from that. Everybody's not brave like that. And I understand that. Sometimes it's just not the way. But look, 13 Reasons Why. I can't wait to see what they do with season 3. I'm looking forward to it. I'm glad we caught up with it. Listen, again, 13reasonswhy.info. If you need help, seek it. It's okay to need help. Nothing's wrong with that. Listen, it's your man Trey.
And it's your girl Tasha.
We are married to the real. Hey man, y'all take real good care of yourselves. We love y'all. Y'all have a good night.
You already watched, so you might as well subscribe. Please.